Tim Murphy with Drift Sessions. We're back here for the final round of Klutch Kickers, and I'm with my boy Nate Hamilton. Nate, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling really good. Friday's practice went really well. Sorted a few things out on the car, but she's feeling as good as she has all year.
Okay, so Nate, I'm going to get right into it. You got a little redemption, not just amongst the drivers, but amongst the way the judging went last time. How you feeling, and is that affecting you mentally with that touch-and-go wall today?
Oh, okay, yeah. So I definitely understand there was like a lot of press about it or whatever. As a driver, I did make a mistake. I didn't think it was that gnarly of a mistake, but it is what it is. It's a judge sport, and it's uncommon for me to wash the front end on entry. So obviously, I put myself at risk right there. With that being said, no mental haziness about it. I came into this round super clear, over it, not even thinking about it. And my goal is to make sure that every moment this weekend counts.
Well, hopefully I didn't just stir pot, right? Because you see, I know he's like I wasn't thinking about it until, of course, my dummy, but I know I was going to say something else, brings it up. So but that comes with years of experience, right? Now you're not new to the game. So with those years of experience, you're able to take what happened last time and just wash it out, like you said, and focus on today. The car's feeling good from what you said. Is there any difference to the track did they change as far as judging this time, or is it everything the same as last round?
So the biggest difference that I've noticed on turn one is on that inside line, they have multiple cones now, right? So for example, when you're entering in, you immediately kind of look inward, which you'll notice guys at the last race would put a front tire in the grass right there. So some guys are real wide, some guys are almost touching the grass. So the judges are trying to focus on that. I think they did add another section on the K-rail, on the touch and go. So I noticed it went all the way to the grass, which helps as a driver because it really connects the line visibly.
Well, you're always an amazing driver, and we love watching. More than just a driver, you're a personality, and we can see it in the way you drive. Now that this round is the last round of the final, season 2, do you have plans to come back next year?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think to be honest, I think there was a few key events I should have been at. They didn't really conflict with here, but still the way I scheduled my tour this year. So long story short, I think I would be at the majority of them, but I'm not for sure if I'm signing a full season.
Okay. So if you're not going to sign a full season, that would take you out of the championship, but you're just here to shred, and hey, you can be the upset. Even tomorrow, you could shake things up.
Yeah, but the thing is I really had my mindset on winning a championship, and I really enjoyed the goal as an athlete and a driver trying to accomplish that. So that's kind of what's drawing me back in next year, because you're right. If you don't pay the whole thing, they take you out of the championship points. So it's either all or nothing. So I'm trying to figure it out.
Well, we have some time in the off season for you to think about those things. So it's not really an off season, but I guess it is kind of an off season. What are your plans after this round ends? How do you keep seat time?
Yeah, so we have a few more events in Texas. So I have a few more Club Loose events down south. So I plan to stay as current as possible. The most realistic route is in the back of my shop. I have a skid pad, right? So that's kind of fun. But I'm focusing on a new chassis next year. So this thing should really just have a quick refresh. With my new mechanic, Adrian, we've really kept this thing up to date. So there's not a big tear down and put back together. So the car will stay up and running. So
I'm sorry to cut you off, but so you say a new chassis. But you're going to keep this car. What is it? You mind sharing what the new chassis is?
So that's stuff I'm working on right now. Yeah, so I really enjoy not saying too much before it's locked in, but I definitely would love to get in a newer chassis, and it's a goal of mine that I've been working at, so I think it might be time.
All right, Nate, so we're going to wrap up here, but so how do you feel about the season this year?
Klutch Kickers is amazing, man. To be honest, like we said, I don't know if I'm signing a full season next year, but no matter what, this is a destination point right now. The amount of variety and driving is huge. So it's a high recommend. They're killing it. They're consistent. The Castleberries have done everything they told me they would do, and I really want to big that up and say thank you to them for putting this on.
Yeah, we definitely want to thank the Castleberries, the Klutch Kickers crew, and just to build on top of that, when you were talking about that, we got 3 drivers from South Africa. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, man, I love it, dude. I get to say hi to them. We get to meet. It's a good marketplace for everybody. That's what I'm saying. And especially because this is the last round, the vibes are way up between the drivers. I feel like it's like a high school reunion where we're all like, are you coming back next year? I don't know. Oh. Yeah.
No, I definitely get that vibe, and I could feel the excitement. We have a full driver's field as well. Yeah. So guys, this is not the end This may be end of the season, but there are bigger and better things. Clutch Kickers 2022 is going to go up bigger and better.
Yep.